Greetings. Welcome to the Pistol Review. I'm Shivendra Mohan. I have been a national shooter in India for about 17 years and had the good luck of shooting in Australia, Czech Republic, Germany, and won medals in Canada as well. Today, we are reviewing a Make in India pistol, and a special shout out to Mr. Aman Sarna from India Arms Corporation for helping us procure these firearms. Before we begin the review, always assume that the firearm is loaded. Control the muzzle direction, check the chamber, remove the magazine, and then handle the pistol. This Taurus pistol is made by the legacy of Taurus Brazil. Taurus Brazil was set up in 1941 and they've had a very long history of commitment for very good firearms. They have a very big share in the civilian as well as the armed forces market, and they have been approved for use by many militaries around the world, including the Indian Army. The key factor in the production is that it is a joint venture between Jindal Defence Systems Private Limited and Taurus, which is a global manufacturing giant. It's a technology transfer made in India. This is a harmonious blend of functionality and fashion. Now let's start with detailed features of this pistol. First, safety features: a firing pin block which is visible only with a diagram which we'll show. The second is a loaded chamber indicator. Now what happens is whenever people have a pistol, there's always a dilemma whether there's a shot in the chamber or not. Here I can show you what is the difference between a loaded and an unloaded chamber. Here the chamber is empty. I can visually, without tracking the pistol, see that the chamber is empty. Now in a safe direction, you see this red mark? This is an indicator that there is a shot in the chamber. This increases the safety by a big margin. The second point is the ambidextrous safety. So whether you're a right-hander or a left-hander, this safety works for you. Secondly, this safety doubles up as a decocker. Now there are situations wherein you will want a round in the chamber but you don't want the hammer cocked. So you squeeze your thumb and the hammer comes down safely. So now even if there is a round in the chamber, the hammer is not cocked. The third feature is the double action trigger. Now some of us are familiar, some of us are not, so let me go into the detail. What happens is pistols, when they were invented, had only one action. You could load it and the hammer would go back. Now here I can decock the hammer as I've described earlier, and if I have to fire it, I don't need to rack it, I don't need to manually cock it, I just squeeze the trigger. This is a new safety feature. So if I'm carrying the pistol decocked, I don't need to cock it again, it will fire. Now let's go into the specifics. This is a .32 pistol or a 7.65 mm pistol. It is known as .32 ACP. It is not a new caliber. This caliber was invented in the year 1899 by the legendary John Browning. It is generally in a full metal jacket configuration, though we have hollow points. The force is of 240 joules. So those of you who are wondering whether it has topping power, yes, 240 joules is a good punch. The muzzle velocity is variable between 900 fps to 1000 fps depending on what kind of load you are using. Speaking about magazine capacity, this is a double stack 12 round magazine, and there is an indicator which tells me how many rounds I have left. It is full, it will show 12, 8 and 4. So without unloading the magazine, I can see how many magazines I have left. Now speaking of the barrel length. The barrel length is 102 mm or 4 inches. This is a very delicate issue. People say, why not 2 inches? Some say, why not 6? You need minimum 4 inches to give you a stable flight path for the bullet. At 2.5 inches, you get concealability, but the range is seriously compromised. At 6 inches, you get a very good range, but the concealability is compromised. So this is a win-win situation. The total length is 180 mm. So the pistol is compact, it can be concealed. The weight of the pistol is a comfortable 820 grams. The rear sights are adjustable. So in case you have a grip that is non-standard and you want to change the alignment of the rear sight, it is an adjustable sight. For those interested in the technical specs, this has 6 grooves and the twist of the rifle is 250 mm right. So to conclude, this is a beauty with very good functionality. One thing I had forgotten earlier, if you pull back and recock this, the trigger moves back. So in the double action mode, if I am cocking the pistol, the trigger pull is very reduced. So on a much lighter trigger, I can fire the pistol. All that I understand, I have told you about this. One small thing is you do not need tools to field strip it. You see this small button? Without any pliers or screwdrivers, this pistol can be stripped and cleaned. Very soon we're going for a range test in which we will be firing this pistol. See you then. Till then, bye.